Wars unboxing fans, welcome to another on the road episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host Darth Tuba, and I am actually in a quiet Skyliner in Walt Disney World. Quiet meaning there's no announcements, kind of bumpy. No announcements going on, so I figured this is a perfect time to just kind of talk about my adventures. We just went on the Disney Wish, and I didn't really record anything. If you check back about a year ago's episode, you can see some Star Wars adventures that took place on the Disney Wish. It's pretty much a carbon copy of that this year, although I will say that we are slowing down, so we may get a stop announcement, but whatever. I will say that I did take part in a Star Wars trivia contest. Advanced level. First place. Oh, well, I'm proud of that, if I do say so myself. There was a bunch of good, really strong Star Wars fandom in that room, and it was a packed house. So I was happy to be able to take home the first prize. I didn't get every question right. I couldn't remember who the third sister was, the name of the third sister, the name of the character that Vader makes into an Inquisitor, the Grand Inquisitor. Reva. Couldn't remember Reva. And there was a couple other ones that, I didn't know how many stomachs the Grand Inquisitor character has, apparently. Oh no, I did have that one right. There was a couple other ones. So anyway, so the Wish was wonderful, magical, and if you're a Star Wars fan and you want to, have a nice little couple of Star Wars adventures, that's a great cruise ship to take a cruise on. I don't believe any of the other ships have Star Wars related content other than Star Wars Day at Sea or special cruise events. But anyway, now we're back and we're in the parks. And as if you watch my channel, said we've been taking a few days, actually quite a lot of days actually in July. This is kind of my vacation month, and we take time off. And our daughter's down here, so we visit her, and we do a lot of other fun stuff. So today's adventure will take us back into Galaxy's Edge a little later today. And right now, at the time of the recording this morning, it's beautiful out, it's sunny. That's typical Florida summer weather. And then by the time the next clip, when we're going into Hollywood Studios later today, it's going to be rainy. It's probably going to be storming. But that's okay, because we're going to be in Savi's lightsaber build. And we're going to build a new lightsaber today. I'm going to try to pick out some of the newer pieces. All right, so we will take you on that adventure very soon. Okay, it is now later in the afternoon, and we are on our way to Galaxy's Edge, aka Hollywood Studios. We've parked and we're walking down the walkway, headed for our appointment with a scraps dealer for some components to build a lightsaber. Okay, we are, Star Tours. 10-minute wait on Star Tours. They seem to have been running full random adventures, even though the posters are for the Purgle. It seems to be back to just being fully random. Oh, I hear an X-Wing, or not X-Wing, I hear an AT-AT. Okay, entering what appears to look like an ordinary subway station. But Imagineers did their best to do some cool transitioning. I'll show you in a moment. First, we got our marble, our tile wall, right? Look at the lights, right? Like subway lights, and then boom, switches it up to otherworldly lights. We have now entered Batuu, Galaxy's Edge. Still pretty crowded. We had friends that were here last week saying that it seemed to get more crowded at the end of the day. Maybe everyone has figured out my best kept secret. We got there's the Black Spire, I think. Let's see what the wait time is for Rise of Bridge. This appears to be operating 65 minutes.
Everything like folded up.
It'd be interesting to compare some of these videos with our videos when we go to Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge in a little while. They always say when you're in theme parks, especially Disney theme parks, look up. Wish they made these for adults. I can sort of see. There is a Dianoga in there. So this always appears to be the home of a Wookiee carver, but we never see the Wookiee carver. But my favorite piece of detail is how they used an R2, part of an R2 unit as a grill. Alright, we're gonna try to go on a shortcut to get to the gatherers. We're gonna go through the pod racing engine. There's the ADA droid doing his thing. And we're gonna come out here, and it looks like we're gonna go into Doc Ondar's. But we're not gonna go in. Before we get there, we're gonna take a little bit of a right down these stairs. Here we go. We end up in the Savi's workshop. There don't appear to be a ton of people waiting, so that's good. Okay, so these are the choices we can choose from today. We've got Peace and Justice, Power and Control, definitely more of a Sith-based one. Elemental Nature, which is my favorite because it kind of works like they look more like wood grains and leather and things like that. And then Protection and Defense. So I believe the last time I did Protection and Defense and the first time I did it was Elemental Nature. So I don't know yet which one I'm gonna do. I have to think about it. So what do we got here? Peace and Justice, salvage scraps from fallen Jedi temples and crashed starships in these Republic-era designs honor the galaxy's former guardians.
Power and Control.
Originally forged by dark side warriors, this style features rumored remnants from Sith homeworld and abandoned temples. Elemental Nature, the theme embodies the Force and energy created by all living things, like Rylark trees and Cartesian whale bones. Woo! Protection and Defense. Sorry. Protection and Defense. Hilt materials bear mysterious motifs and inscriptions that reconnect users with the ancient wellspring of the Force. Alright, doing one thing. Alright, we're going to take a quick look at these up close. This is the Peace and Justice. It's nice, but kind of plain. Ooh, you can tell. Power and Control. Again, nice, but I'm not a... Yeah, right, exactly. Very Kylo Ren-y. And we got Elemental Nature, which is the one I'm always drawn to. And then Protection and Defense. Nice. Very reminiscent of the Acolyte. I think I'm going to go, since these are all a refresh from the last time I did a Elemental Nature, I'm going to do Elemental Nature again. So we each get a pin when we are, so the gatherers know which type of saber we want. This is also our entrance card. It's heavy.
Thank you.
Credentials towards the end of the table. Get them out of your hands. Also gives you a good shoulder stretch. Just grab it. There you go. Right here. Grab it. Well done, everyone. You've all found your way here. Everyone's got a place to be. Officially, welcome. I know the workshop is it's a lot, but to us, it is everything. Now you might be thinking we are surrounded by a lot of old junk. Rest assured, some of this is new junk. Now you're going to have the opportunity to meet Nick and Irina. You'll meet Jeremy, Stephen, and Nancy, and you may call me Kembe. We call ourselves the Gatherers. We search the galaxy for ancient relics. We go to forgotten places, abandoned outposts, battle-ravaged planets. And what we find, we bring back here. So where a stormtrooper sees only worthless clutter, those who know see priceless history. And in these troubled times, preserving our past may be the key to ensuring our future. How many of you know of the legend of Luke Skywalker? Just about everyone. Good, good. And now we understand there is another. A new Jedi. Tell me her name.
Rey.
Rey, correct. A scrapper, just like us. And what she is leading is the spark of hope that we have all been waiting for. And that is why you're here, to look ahead, to build this, a lightsaber. The lightsaber has been wielded by some of our greatest heroes and our darkest enemies. It is elegant, enigmatic. To build a lightsaber is an art. The saber becomes a direct reflection of the builder because the force flows between them. And today, you will feel that connection. But enough of my typing, let's get started. We will begin with perhaps the most important component of the lightsaber, and that is the kyber crystal. Able to focus the energy of the force, to magnify it. There are those who say the kyber crystal is the heart of the lightsaber. The color of the crystal will determine the color of the blade. For example, blue, as wielded by the great master Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, and we are told, Rey. Green, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, great master Yoda himself, and Luke Skywalker. The violet crystal, rare and beautiful, as wielded by Mace Windu. Red. There are those who call this the color of power. The crystal of Darth Maul, Asajj Ventress, Darth Vader, and now Kylo Ren. These are the stories of the past, and we are here for you, our future. So, now it is time for you to choose your kyber crystal, the heart of your lightsaber. Everyone, close your eyes. No peeking. Picture those kyber crystals in your mind's eye. What color shines brightest to you? What color calls to you? What color is yours? Now open your eyes and select your kyber crystal. Well chosen, my friends. Now that you've selected those kyber crystals, feel free to place them in the green crystal holder directly in front of you. Don't worry, we're going to get right back to those. They are not going to be alone for long. We are going to join them with the saber design that you have chosen. We will begin by building a hilt. The hilt is the foundation of your lightsaber. It is the center of your control. It is the part that prevents your hand from being disintegrated. Very important part. Now, as you look down, you will see the components for the saber design that you've selected. You'll find a chassis, activation plates, a selection of grips, emitters, and pommel caps. Building your lightsaber is a personal journey. Just as you selected your kyber crystal, you will choose the pieces that make up your own individual lightsaber. The gatherer directly in front of you is here to help you along this path. So all of that being said, let's build.
My name is Steven. I'll be walking off the steps of my lightsaber. We're going to start by picking our chassis up. It's going to have this open as and a closed as. We're going to make sure that open end is facing towards the ceiling. And that's going to be the top of the weapon. After that, you want to go ahead and pick up those kyber crystals. And now, you're going to fit this tiny chamber right here in the middle.
That's going to help us get our
Big thing about it is the top part is going to have a spring plate. We're going to use that crystal to push up against that spring plate. There we go. Whatever's easier for you. Ideally, though, it should sit in the middle, kind of straight up and down. You should be able to spin it as well. Shouldn't fall out. There you go, beautiful. Alright guys, next we'll move over to Station 5. Those are going to be your activation plates. We're going to choose one from their the little housing that they're in. Inside, you'll see red and blue markings. They're going to match up to the same red and blue markings right along the side of our chassis. Red will match with red, blue matches with blue. It's going to snap right on, and it's going to cover up their kyber. Whatever. You can do that all. Doesn't really matter. And then we'll slide up right on that switch. Perfect. Guys, that's going to bring us to stations 1 and 2. You're going to see 4 grips. Choose any 2 of those 4. Any 2. Any 2 of them. Big thing about it, you're going to see wide silver rings only on the one side. These wide silver rings always are going to make their way towards those activation points. One's going to go on bottom. Remember, the one on top is going to have the open end. Apply some pressure. Just give it a twist. You should feel it fast. Just going to spin it until it stops.
When you get the 2 that you want, you can choose your pieces. Your design now, so this is
Alright, so you say pick 2 of them.
Any 2. After those grips are on, we'll move over to Station 3. That's going to be that emitter. It's going to go on that open end of our chassis. You're just going to spin it until it stops.
What do you like about this one? What led you to the color? What you got is...
Then you got it, yeah. Pommel cap goes on the very bottom. Once you have it.
But each lightsaber hilt visually when you were tactile. You mentioned the color.
Here it is. How do you feel?
What do you think?
A little bit stronger until it's activated. At that point, it's going to slide up on this.
I wanted to use this one for the bottom.
That looks good. Looks good.
Once you have it, so your hero, take a look at it for you.
Alright.
It's a beautiful hill.
feels. Is that going to be right? Like that with it?
Yeah, that's just it. Perfect. How do you feel?
It's good.
Here we are. Now, in a little bit, Pepe's going to tell us to activate. At that point, all you have to do is just slide up on that switch, deactivate, just right back down again.
Okay.
That's it, my friend. Congratulations. Well done. Take this in. Great job.
Brush milk, sleep design, but even with sleep
I love it's like just made almost completely the living force.
Things found in nature.
Lightsaber, so when the camera tells you to activate, you'll just push it.
Very nicely done, my
Thank
friend.
you, thank you.
What led you to this style of saber?
The living force.
See, beautifully done. There had to have been a time before beings tried to qualify the Force, when it was like nature. It wasn't good or bad. It wasn't dark or light. It just simply existed. And that is what we have here. Again, bantha would be considered prey. Same with dewbacks, but Cartesian whales, they can eat a lot. So it's one of those things that everything has its place. Every part of the Force has its place. Dark or light doesn't really matter. It's all, like you said, the living force. It's a beautiful build. Nicely done. These are excellent hilts, my friends. All of these reflecting different eras of Force wielder. All of these reflecting different schools of thought as to how the Force was meant to be wielded. While we have this moment, take a look at what you have created. These are reflections of you and your choices. Honor them. You've all assembled your hilts. Nothing unexpected or traumatic has happened yet, which is good because this is the dangerous part of the process. Aw. My friends, I'm going to ask you to move away from the table. Step back from those hilts. What we're going to do is stabilize those crystals for activation. A very simple process, unless we have inverted the emitter matrix. If we have done that inversion, my friend, what do you think happens? One more time? You don't know? That's good.
Back at you?
Unfortunately, like the first Death Star, it will blow up. But that's all right. All that matters, do you feel safe? You do. Good. Good. That's one of us. All right. Don't worry, I'm going to modulate these frequencies myself. We are going to see how this goes. What's happening?
Many parts younger now joined the are. Yes, lightsaber. It begins. It is time. Your journey.
Master Yoda. Yes, it is time. We are at the final stage of the process. The bond between builder and saber is about to be forged. In just a moment, I am going to ask my builders to step forward. You will place your hands on your hilts, and together, on my mark, you will activate. Is everyone ready? Yes. Then step forward, my friends. Hands on hilts, activate. Builders, raise your sabers. You have built a lightsaber, like the Jedi and the Sith that came before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a start. Builders, deactivate those sabers. Nicely done.
Complete your lightsaber is. Like you will, it can. Complete you, it cannot. Your journey, you both begin. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Master Yoda. You hold in your hands remarkable power. And remarkable power should not be dropped on the ground. So, to protect your lightsaber as you depart, we will offer you a saber sheath. Our time together is at an end, but your journeys are just beginning. It's time for you to make your mark on the galaxy, and to remember that you are as unique and as extraordinary as the lightsaber that you have created. And who knows, maybe next time, we'll be telling your stories. Builders, activate! Till the spire!
Till the spire.
Beautifully done, my friends. Head towards Nancy. We'll make sure you can travel the outpost safely.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh, no, thank you. You are very welcome.
Thank you.
Galaxy
Thank you.
Thank you so
Great
much.
job. Thank you so much.
Well, that's Savi's lightsaber build, and I gotta tell you folks, it's the third time I've done it, and it is absolutely, jaw-dropping, amazing. I know it's only a short 10-15 minute, event, but it is absolutely worth every penny. I highly recommend people save up to do it. There aren't any discounts for annual pass holders or anything like that. It is a very popular activity. It's a very small room, and it only fits between like 7 and 10 people. So it's really amazing. So that is all for this episode, guys. That's what's going to do it. I want to thank Mrs. Darth Tuba, Cindy, for doing the video of the whole event, and it was really great. We had a really good group of people there, and I got called out in a good way.
In a good way.
So excited about that. All right. So we'll have some more adventures in Galaxy's Edge in the next couple of episodes. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to Red 5 for supporting the channel. Check out all of other Red 5's content. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you, and bright suns, may the stars light your way.